This is a review video of the recently finished airing Chinese drama Trident 三叉戟. Hi, you're watching Avenue X, where a junkie on good storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. 三叉戟 is a 42 episodes drama that has recently finished airing, and this is a drama about three old policemen who are at the verge of retirement. When their life is supposed to go smoothly till the end and get the pension, when something suddenly happened to change their trajectory. At the twilight age of their career, regrouped again to solve cases. On my 7-level scale, 3 positive, 1 middle, 3 negative scale, I'll leave this drama at 1 gold mine. I feel very sad doing that because I think it could have been a 2 gold mines drama. It has 3 gold mines level of acting, but because of a couple of shortcomings I have trouble with, I would lower the average score. But I still think it's a drama worth checking out. First, let me talk about the things I really do love about this drama and I highly appreciate, and I think it has done much better than most of the other dramas I've seen this year, which is the super realistic and groundedness of the script and the actors acting that made that come to life. Because this is a police drama, but it's not the type of young policeman looking super cool type of drama. It is not immediately appealing to the young audiences who are in for mostly entertainment, for looking at good-looking people, honestly. But once you get into the story, immediately you get grabbed by those 3 main lead characters who are so well written and so well acted. I have to give the credit to the writer for this part because the writer Lui Zheng is a policeman himself, for real. He has worked in the most basic type of police station dealing with daily stuff that happens, you know, to normal people mostly. So he knows the ins and outs of how policemen work in real life in China. If you live in China's contemporary society, you're gonna come across this type of uncle, this type of father's friend for a younger generation who just scream that level, high level of familiarity I just haven't seen for a long time in any Chinese dramas depicting policemen. In a way, I have to talk about the 3 actors' acting, portrayal of those 3 characters, and the writer's ability to create those 3 characters together because they just come together so well. First, these 3 characters are all flawed. At mid-age, close to the retirement age, you can bet, you know, those men each have their own shortcomings, the stuff that you probably would not like your friend or the people in your life to have. Chen Jianbing's character, when he was younger, he was a very ambitious policeman. But by this time, when you start the story with him, he's already only doing logistics. So he's mending the broken cars, dealing with radiator that's broken down in a police station. He basically doesn't have any real policeman's job anymore. Dong Yong's character, when he was younger, is the typical super powerful, physically strong, chasing after bad guys, very brave, but kind of lack a little bit strategic thinking type of policeman. Because of his manners and because of his very hot and quick temper, he just couldn't work well in the bureaucracy of police station and keeps getting demoted in his life. When he got close to his retirement age, he's already been demoted to the most basic level of patrol policeman. Then you have Hao Ping playing this policeman who is the stark contrast to the previous one. He is the one who is very smart. He knows how to play the political game, the bureaucracy, how to say the right thing to the right people at the right time. He's very vain about getting recognitions and rewards. These 3 characters are very distinctive. And the good thing about the writing in this drama is they stay very, very like themselves from the beginning till the end. The way they react to all the events that happen in this drama are staying very honest and authentic to their character setup. So it's a very enjoyable watch that you would not come across very weird moments that you come across with a lot of bad idol drama writing. Their weaknesses and their strength are consistent throughout the drama. And I so highly appreciate that a writer has this control over his characters. These 3 actors are just like the best people they can possibly cast for those roles. Oh my god, the acting is just so grounded and so real compared to a lot of, at the same time, airing contemporary drama oriented stuff that just are all floaters. They're so floaty, like not realistic, not grounded at all. Oh, these people are just like masters of observing what real people are like in life and then let you see that in their performance. Such as when a person has like half-filled water in their bottle, they'll just pour it into the flower while they're talking to other people like a very normal person would do. Such as the actor, because they're playing that age range character who are already at the 50s, close to 60-year-old. When they look at people in close distance, they'll pull down their glass and look up. It's just those details make these characters come to life so much, and you don't see that detail, that level of observation being represented in young actors acting. Very rarely would you see any young actor being able to do that level of groundedness. I also really appreciate how realistic they've set the scenes, the police station, the office, how everything is looking very much like what it would look like in a current realistic Chinese police station. If you compare that to the horrible memory loss drama that just depicts policemen as some kind of like futuristic super robot who all looks dashing, who dresses up every day and who are basically just trying to look handsome while they're fighting, and their offices are like so clean, there's not even one piece of paper. If you compare to that type of police drama, this drama just screams detail and reality. Look at how messy the desks are. There's even those cardboard boxes in the corner that says Apple on it, like whatever Apple, which is just like, oh my god. It's like the offices I've seen growing up in China from uncles and father, mother's friends. Brings up a lot of memory in me. Apart from the great acting from the three lead actors, also the great scriptwriter writing those three characters, there's also a lot of logic that goes into how each case gets solved, how people get tracked down, how these three very experienced policemen who do not always follow the current rules of how to be a good policeman, who has a lot of connections and a lot of clever skills that they've collected over the couple of decades working, how that works towards them solving cases that the young, the more in the office, graduated from academy, not having real experience policemen couldn't solve. They can go and solve it, and the way that it happens is so well written, very honest, very logical. It really does show that the writer knows what he's writing because he's been working in this field for that many years. I also highly appreciate some of the supporting cast, such as the very familiar two people if you've watched Pillow Book that you will know. Xu Shaoying, who played Ye Qingti in Pillow Book, also Wang Xiao, who played Siming in Pillow Book, and 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. In this drama, they each play a policeman. Xu Shaoying plays the young policeman who is like the student, the private student of those three older policemen. And the way the four of them work together is just so much fun. There's so much bantering going on. It's like three dad trying to bring up a child. Also, Wang Xiao, I just love his acting. He's one of those very peculiar actors in China who literally does acting because they love it. He could do other stuff. He's not really from acting background, but because due to his passion, and he really has great talent in acting, he can do acting. Wow. When you look at him as a policeman in this drama, there's no way that you can link him to the Siming in Pillow Book and 10 Miles, a fantasy romantic drama. God, it's just so stark contrast and different, and he can play both type of roles so well that you 100% believe he's the role he plays. So if you are an idol drama, fantasy drama watcher, you will see two very familiar people. They may be the way for you to get into this drama. If you're curious about what real policemen are like in China, this one is so much better than many other idol dramas you see. Then let's talk about the stuff I'm really not happy about, which pulls down the average rating on my scale. First, it does drag a bit, especially towards the second half. Once it got into the 20s episodes count, I feel the lagging started to happen. This drama is 42 episodes. Honestly, I think if they cut it to 30, it would be so much better. I probably would just immediately push it to 2 gold mines without thinking about other stuff. I almost feel it's really unfair that these main actors are so good and their acting are so top-notch just because the content, the plot itself is a little bit stretched out and watered down. It really doesn't do justice to their acting. The second big problem is I really do not like how this writer has portrayed a couple of female roles in this drama. The only character you really probably would like till the end is Hu Ke's character, who is within this gang of the 3 policemen and her. Everyone else is pretty There's Chen Jianbing, the policeman's wife's role, played by Tao Hong, the older Tao Hong in Chinese drama land. She hasn't been acting for a while. So this is like her first drama after she's been away for a long time. Then there's this role played by He Dujuan. She is daughter of another policeman who died in episode 1 that kind of started the whole story. Then you have this young girl Xiao Xue, who is a daughter of a gang member. And then you have this young girl, little girl of one of the policemen. I think only the little girl, probably people would have no problem with her because she's just really cute and lovely. Apart from those two female roles, the other three are all pretty in their own ways. They are the people that if you come across in real life, you're gonna, I wish I don't know you. I know in a drama, some kind of stupid things have to be done by somebody, right? Some kind of blunders have to be made. And I'm not saying the writer has some kind of strong prejudice against women, but he tend to put all those really stupid things on all the female roles, especially He Dujuan's role. You should go and watch his drama, and I don't think you will disagree with my opinion in terms of how stupid this role really is. It just kind of defies logic how the writer writes her, because he sets her up as a graduate school student who got her master's degree in the US in finance, and she got back to China and kind of immediately fell into this Ponzi scheme that she gets used as the front person and she's totally unaware of it. There are just so many stages of how this whole thing gets set up and eventually turn out to be the final big case of this drama that just doesn't make logical sense. You also have the Xiao Xue, who is also just so not likable. I don't see why the writer has to make all the unlikability totally on the female roles. The three lead male roles, they each have very clear shortcomings. Yes, they have stuff that you would not like them to do if they are your friends. They also have sides that makes you exciting and makes you like them. So eventually they become very realistic people, and you appreciate how much work goes into creating those characters and the actors acting. But then when it goes to the female roles, they are all just like so meh. Basically, as a woman, when you're watching this drama, you feel like it's insulting. The writer is really insulting the average intelligence and integrity level of women. You could also write those characters who would make the same type of mistakes as it fits into the plot of this drama, but still make them likable and make them three-dimensional and make it more logical in terms of how these people got to the point of doing stupid things. So that drags down the rating furthermore. At the end of this video, I would still say there's a lot of things that's worth watching in this drama, particularly the first half, focusing on the good acting, characters, details of stuff, and later you can fast forward through some parts of it. Also like a lot of comedy that gets sprinkled in their conversations. And please go and watch episode 17. Well, you should watch episode 16, like the second half of it, so you can know what happened to the character, and watch episode 17, the beginning part, the scene, and the music that they picked for the BGM. Oh my god, I still remember on the day I was watching that, I was eating. And my iPad and my table got quite messy. Okay, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.